With professional baseball season starting off again, I thought I'd check in with our baseball team here on campus to see how the Cypress Chargers were doing with their season. I interviewed Ben Waldrop, number 44, the team's first baseman. This is his first year playing at Cypress. Earlier in the season, he tore a ligament in his thumb, but is now fully recovered. I asked him how he feels about the team's season so far. Waldrop told me the team started out the season really well. We beat the number 1 team, the College of Southern Nevada. The team's record this season is 19 wins, 10 losses. He told me they are approaching the playoffs, which start in the beginning of May. When I asked him how he thinks the baseball team will do during the playoffs, he told me, "I think that we are a strong team. I think that we should do fairly well." He says that Santa Ana and Orange Coast College are the ones he's most nervous about playing during the playoffs. Today, the team has a game here at Cypress against Riverside at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Waldrop has just signed at Alabama's Jacksonville State for next year. Now, here's Crystal with the recent seismic activity.
Thanks, Danielle. On Tuesday, March 16th, students in the Los Angeles area were awoken not by their alarm clocks, but by a minor earthquake. A 4.4 magnitude earthquake struck Southern California at 4:04 a.m., and luckily no major damage was done, especially since nowadays buildings and structures in the LA area are designed to withstand earthquake activity. The news of an earthquake occurring in California isn't unusual, since Californians are accustomed to earthquakes, especially since we live right by an active fault line, the San Andreas Fault. But an earthquake in the early hours of the morning? Jonathan Malvez, a mechanical engineering major, recalled what he did during the quake and told me, "I thought it was part of a dream, but when my sister came into my room, it hit me that it was real." When kinesiology major Jill Romulo woke up to the shaking, she wasn't too disturbed by it. All Romulo could think about was how bad the aftershock's going to be. Less than a month later, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake struck a sparsely populated area around Mexicali on April 4th. Although the quake was destructive, no fatal damage was reported. Some experts speculate that these past several earthquakes are a prelude to the next big California earthquake, which, according to geologists, California is overdue for. Just remember the next time a local earthquake hits to stay safe and to use what you learned from earthquake drills in grade school.
For many students, spring break is just a taste of summer. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be walking around and talking to people to see if spring break has either motivated them to try harder in their studies and finish their assignments on time, or has either led to the decline in attendance, which we have seen on campus. So let's take a look as we talk to these people and see what they have to say. I'm now here with, what is your name?
David Beltran.
Okay, and so pretty much I wanted to ask you, we just got back from spring break, and usually spring break either means when you get back to class that you don't want to do anything and you're done with school, or it actually motivates you to finish off the semester strong. How has it made you?
During spring break, I actually realized that when I have downtime, that I should be more motivated and really try to get everything that I need to get done, accomplished and finished, whether it's homework or anything that any sort of project I'm trying to do for myself, and do that on my downtime so that I can hang out with my friends or my significant people in my life when I have that stuff finished. So that's what I actually realized this spring break.
Nice. So you, rather than coming back to spring break or from spring break and being all burnt out on school and stuff, just wanting summer to arrive, you've actually taken that and let it motivate you.
Well, yeah, actually, I got my car towed yesterday or a few days ago, and I had like a terrible day that day, but it really helped me what I learned on spring break, because I had studied a lot for my calculus test and other things that were going on, and if I hadn't studied and I got my car towed and other things, the combination would have been too overwhelming for me. So I'm really glad that I was on top of my calculus class, so that when things happen, you're not even more overwhelmed than you otherwise.
The last 2 weeks of April are all about Earth, the environment, and trees. Arbor Day is on April 30th and is a holiday set to inspire all of us to plant and care for trees. This day follows a slew of green holidays and events, which kicked off with National Parks Week. The week was from April 17th through 25th, and during that time, all 392 of the United States national parks granted visitors with free entry. In the middle of National Parks Week fell Earth Day. Earth Day was on April 22nd, and this year marked its 40th anniversary. The day's intentions were to spread awareness and appreciation for the earth and the environment. It's never too late to help out and care for Earth, so be sure to make the best of your Arbor Day and plant a tree or two.
Over the weekend, I saw Kick-Ass, the latest comic book adaptation. It focuses on Kick-Ass, an average kid with no special power and a pair of nunchucks used to fight crime. The repertoire also features Hit Girl, Red Mist, and Big Daddy, all playing different cliches to the superhero world. However, instead of feeling crass, they are tributes to characters past. By the end, whatever special power they may lack, they make up with for personality. The biggest standout is Chloe Moretz as Hit Girl. Behind a purple wig, her character manages to decapitate and insult you in a way so infectious you swear she was taken out of Kill Bill. Moretz also has a knack for being very versatile, which at her young age I gave her special recognition. The movie doesn't disappoint fans of Mark Millar's series. In fact, it creates a mirror image with buckets of blood, special effects, and witty dialogue. If you are looking for a good time that is sure to keep your mind blown, go see Kick-Ass. And now, over to our next anchor, Andrew, who is sure to give you some interesting news about Comic-Con. Take it away.
April 16th, 17th, and 18th marked the first time Wizard World Comic-Con was in Anaheim. Thomas and myself attended, and over 3 days, we reveled in pop culture joys. Stacks of comics and graphic novels were on sale everywhere. Fans were dressed up as their favorite characters, mostly Star Wars related, with a few superheroes. I was privileged to meet Ed Asner, Doug Jones, and Jason Mewes. Among the other celebrities were Adam West, Burt Ward, William Shatner, and countless other geek idols. And for a nerd like myself, there was no comparison to this experience. I had never been to a Comic-Con of any kind, and I'm already making plans to go to Comic-Con in San Diego next year. Hopefully I'll be able to bring along my Nerd's Eye View co-hosts.
This past week, I attended the performance of The Beau Stratagem, written by George Fokker and directed by Mark Majarian. This play is still fresh even after 300 years. It's about two men who waste their inheritance and go around hustling women by marrying them and taking their money. The play was rich with comedy, sword fights, and romance. The play was nicely directed and rehearsed. All the actors were believable and showed good character display. The sword fights were well choreographed and fast-paced. The storyline intriguing, and the dialogue funny and witty. I want to thank the theater and dance department for a job well done. Back to your anchors.
April 20th set up the perfect day for a new release from our favorite classic comedic stoners, Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong. Due to the recent success of their reunion tour, the two have chosen to release a documentary called Hey, Watch This, which is based on their Light Up America tour. Cheech and Chong are still continuing to make audiences laugh with their appropriately named follow-up tour, which is titled Make It Legal. Cheech and Chong took a break from toking it up together in front of an audience for 25 years. Upon their return, they found that 80% of the attendees on their tour were mere children when they were last touring together. A younger audience is no surprise to Cheech, as he explained in an interview that this pot thing kind of goes across every generation. Cheech and Chong are currently working on their sequel to Up in Smoke, so future stoners can toke up with the pair.